Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is July 19, 2019, where we don't just talk about the news, we see where the news is going to go before it actually gets there. We're going to talk about Bitcoin on today. Thank you all for coming to our channel once more. This is your first time clicking on our video. Understand that we definitely would like for y'all to continue to support the channel by subscribing, hitting that bell notification, and as well liking and sharing the videos so that everyone else will have the opportunity to be in the forefront of any impending market moves for the cryptocurrency space. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin and how a Chinese court has declared Bitcoin as virtual property. That is going to have massive impact on the cryptocurrency space going forward. Definitely, it gives more credence and concrete evidence that this new space is going to be here for the foreseeable future, and as well, it continues to legitimize that Bitcoin is revolutionizing the way that we see the world. Bitcoin declared legal commodity by Chinese court is how this article starts out. Now, the first case involving a Bitcoin property infringement dispute took place in China. Okay. Now, after deliberation and an answer from the court, it has been officially and legally confirmed in China that cryptocurrency is a virtual property, marking the first time the Chinese legal system has addressed the subject of digital assets. So every content that you create on the internet medium is considered property, virtual property. That's huge. So, according to a report by the China Securities Network, the Hangzhou Internet Court held that Bitcoin has value, scarcity, and disposableness of property as a subject of rights, and is decentralized, meaning that no one can come and confiscate your Bitcoin. It has value. All these major regulators of the world continues to validate that Bitcoin is a source of value, albeit it looks like it's better value than gold. And that it should be recognized as its virtual property status. So the status of Bitcoin is it has value and is scarce and disposableness of property. All characteristics of gold, except that the world really doesn't realize if gold is scarce. Now, insiders pointed out that this is the first comprehensive discussion on the virtual property of Bitcoin in China courts. Now, the judiciary's determination in the judgment has an extraordinary significance in dealing with disputes arising from other virtual currencies such as Bitcoin in the future. It's going to be a huge impact for the courts of the world to get involved for property infringement rights. The China's court's decision provides a stronger foundation of legitimacy for crypto in China, but also has ramifications elsewhere. Now, it goes on into talking about how the U.S., the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, which is responsible for collecting taxes, considers Bitcoin as property as well. I don't understand how the IRS can tax something that they did not create. And it also is more in alignment regarding the legal status of crypto. Now, it will help foster a better and unified global position for further adoption. The wave is about to get bigger for the cryptocurrency space. Now, the Chinese courts took up the case when a dispute between a crypto enthusiast identified as Wu purchased crypto from a Shanghai exchange FXBTC in 2013. He purchased Bitcoin Core at He purchased 2.675 Bitcoin Core, worth around $620 at the time. Now, he tried to access the exchange in 2017 when the value would have been close to 10 times that amount, only to find that the website was no longer operational and he was never able to recuperate his funds. So he couldn't get his property out of the exchange. So he ultimately took the company to court for property infringement. Crypto has been previously defined as crypto given language and the general principles of civil law. This is a law in China, okay? General principles of law, which came into effect in 2017. That legal framework specifies that virtual goods, including digital currencies, are legally defined as property. So there you go. China is taking the lead on creating a framework for the cryptocurrency space. I just did another video talking about how Japan and their legislative bodies have created a framework as well in this new digital space. America is lagging behind, or the United States is lagging behind in this particular space. They need to catch up, because if not, their dominance of the monetary system would definitely be eliminated. So one of the things I wanted to point out, though, is that looking at this website, it seems as if this website is pushing Bitcoin SV hard. I say that because CoinGeek has a special tab up here talking about how to buy BSV. Then they got to add over here on the right side of this website, buy Bitcoin SV. And then why would you have this place in bold in your article talking about Bitcoin, saying that Bitcoin SV Satoshi Vision, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision is what it stands for, is today the only Bitcoin project that follows the original Satoshi Nakamoto white paper and that follows the original Satoshi protocol and design. BSV is the only public blockchain that maintains the original vision for Bitcoin and will massively scale to become the world's new money and enterprise blockchain. But this article is about Bitcoin. So what are they trying to insinuate? That would be a good comment for you all to place on this video for us. All right. So as always, we come and give you our expectations of what the market is expected to do. And we're going to give it to you right now in Bitcoin. And currently, you can tell here our expectation in the market in Bitcoin is not playing out according to plan. But one of the things that does give me a lot of urgency to count this as a loss is because the market is still weak. It is just taking a minor recovery from the massive down move that started on the 10th of July. So I'm going to keep this price target here in this space on this chart for a little while longer. And again, that 9,000 TP price that we talked about is still in play too. I might want to bring it up to around 9,500, specifically if this weakness really comes in Bitcoin over the next day or so. Okay, so just to give you all my expectations in the market, I would TP it at $9,500, around there, or $9,000 is still in play too. Okay. I'm still expecting the market in Bitcoin to continue its movement to the downside. Understand we're just taking a reprieve and how the market in Bitcoin wanted its movement higher. As of right now, zooming out of this particular 3-hour price chart, you can tell that at 10,800 is the resistance point. We told you last time that 10,500 was, and we're still around that vicinity right now. So not a lot has changed from our video 2 days ago. Still going to keep this ongoing, see how Bitcoin plays out over the next 2 to 3 days, and expecting the market to continue its trek lower in price. All right. So that's our expectations. Again, to give us a comment as to the legality of Bitcoin being virtual property, and do you think that's going to be a massive positive for the cryptocurrency space. Make sure y'all maintain your profitability, and I will talk to y'all later.